This particular encounter with the media is coming at a very critical and crucial period when the Independent National Electoral Commission is in the middle of activities aimed at delivering credible elections in Nigeria. As you are aware, presidential and National Assembly elections will hold on the 16th day of February 2019, while governorship and state houses of assembly elections will hold on the 2nd day of March 2019. This is in accordance with Section 25 of the Electoral Act 2010 as amended, which empowers the Independent National Electoral Commission to appoint a date not earlier than 150 days, but not later than 30 days before the expiration of the term of office of the last holder of the office for the conduct of these elections. The Independent National Electoral Commission has concluded activities relating to the issue of giving notice of elections, collection of forms for all elections by all political parties, and the conduct of party primaries by all registered political parties. Starting from the 6th day of November to the 12th day of November 2018, the Commission will display the voters' register for claims and objections. The display will be done at the polling units all over the country, and the claims and objections will be entertained at the registration areas, otherwise called the wards. We urge all old and new registrants to check their names on the register and confirm the correctness or otherwise of the information provided therein. We also urge the Nigerian people to assist the Commission in detecting underage registrants and those that have passed on. It is only by so doing that we can have a register that is clean, credible, and a register that has some level of integrity. The Independent National Electoral Commission has always emphasized and has insisted that the delivery of credible elections is a multi-stakeholder venture that requires collaborative efforts, partnership, and synergy between the critical stakeholders in the electoral process. Without stakeholder partnership, collaboration, and synergy, the voters will be left in the wilderness of despair, and our electoral process will not mature and take root. It is axiomatic that the media is central to the conduct of free, fair, and credible elections. The centrality of the role of the media in informing, educating, and sensitizing the citizens on the electoral process underscores the collaborative partnership that has developed between the Independent National Electoral Commission and the media, especially those covering the Independent National Electoral Commission. The Independent National Electoral Commission will continue its robust partnership and engagement with the media, as that is the main source through which the Nigerian people can be informed on the activities of the Commission. However, those that report elections and the electoral process must be knowledgeable about the constitutional and electoral framework guiding and regulating the conduct of elections. Those that report elections must have knowledge of the processes and procedures that regulate elections and the type of innovations that have been introduced in the conduct of elections, especially in Nigeria. More often than not, there is a tendency to assume that every media practitioner can report on elections and the electoral process. This assumption is no doubt misplaced, as elections and the electoral process are specialized areas requiring specialized knowledge. Media practitioners reporting elections must know the functions of the different categories of electoral officers and electoral officials, the dynamics of collation of results, the whole issue about the declaration of results, when the margin of lead in an election affects the declaration of results and the making of return by the returning officer, conditions that can lead to inconclusive elections conditions that guides the issue of overvoting and when an election can be voided, the e-place of the smart card reader in the electoral process, and the timelines guiding the elections and the electoral process. I emphasize this because in terms of the timelines for the filing of election petitions, for instance, the Constitution is very, very clear that the timelines provided in the Constitution for the filing of election petitions and the determination of election petitions are not movable. The Supreme Court has said that those timelines are like the Rock of Gibraltar and that they are unchangeable and nothing can change them. The Supreme Court has also emphasized that the timelines for the filing and determination of election petitions are mathematically calculated and does not exclude Saturdays and Sundays. So, if you are late by one day, your election petition dies. So I think that the media must also understand some of these dynamics guiding the electoral process for them to report and report timely and accurately. Secondly, on the issue of inconclusive elections, there are positives and negatives in terms of the issue of inconclusive elections. The framers of the Nigerian Constitution deliberately and on their own inserted the issue of inconclusive elections in our electoral framework. And that is why, if you look at the constitutional framework, you will see that in some instances, for you to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, or to be declared as the president, you must have majority of lawful votes cast in the election, and you must also score a quarter of the votes cast in 2/3 of all the states of the Federation. If you are unable to get this, the Constitution insists that the election must be conclusive and a second election must be conducted. This is to ensure inclusivity and to also make sure that you do not have a president that represents only a part of the country or a president that represents only a religious or ethnic group. So there are positives in terms of inconclusive elections, and there are also negatives in terms of inconclusive elections when the activities of some of the stakeholders leads to the cancellation of votes or leads to non-declaration of results. So I think that the media needs to also understand some of these dynamics. So it is only through workshops and seminars such as this that media practitioners will acquire knowledge and update their knowledge of current issues in the electoral process. It is important to note that as Nigeria moves closer to the 2019 general elections, there is the need for more engaging partnership, trust, and openness between the media and the Independent National Electoral Commission. The Commission is willing and open to provide information on the electoral process and also ready to offer clarifications on issues that may appear hazy to the media and to the Nigerian people. The Independent National Electoral Commission, as well as the media, must remain non-partisan and independent of the contending forces in the society. We must at all times insist and encourage the Nigerian people to take ownership of the electoral process and determine the direction of Nigerian democracy. On this note, on behalf of the Independent National Electoral Commission, we want to thank the ECOWAS Commission, we want to thank all the stakeholders who are gathered here today, and also thank the gentlemen of the press